Hello everyone. Today we're going back to 2008 to a set that defined living room big screen value. The Samsung PS50A551, a 50-inch Full HD plasma from Samsung's Series 5 range. This generation hit a sweet spot. True 1080p detail, classic plasma motion, and sensible calibration controls, all in a slim bezel that still looks tidy today. Where it sits in Samsung's line. In 2008, Samsung's plasmas climbed from Series 4 to 7. The A551 sat midline. Not the flashy glass and chrome flagship, but the one most people actually bought. You got the essentials: 1080p panel, solid video processing, anti glare screen filter, and enough picture controls to dial in accurate color without the price jump of the premium tiers. Think dependable workhorse with a few thoughtful extras. The plasma difference, why it still looks natural. Plasma panels generate light per pixel, so black level and off axis consistency are inherently strong. Motion is silky because a plasma subfield drive refreshes luminance rapidly. Fast pans and supports look smooth and sample and hold blur isn't the same issue it is on many LCDs. Add in naturally low input lag for its era, and you get a picture that feels effortless. Film looks filmic, games feel direct. Panel, processing, and picture modes. This plasma screen uses a 1920 by 1080 pixels, 50-inch plasma panel with Samsung's mid 2000 processing engine. Out of the box, you'll find familiar picture presets: movie, standard, dynamic, and game, plus manual control for backlight, equivalent slash cell light, contrast, brightness, sharpness, color, warm color tone, back off sharpness to near zero. The set produces natural skin tones, neutral grayscale, and respectable shadow detail. Blacks aren't as inky as late era plasmas or modern OLEDs, but they're convincingly dark for cinematic viewing in a dim room. The anti glare filter keeps reflections manageable under room lights, and the screen uniformity is excellent. No clouding or dirty screen effect, common to some edge lit LCDs of the time. Motion, sports, and 24p film. Sports are a plasma showcase. Fast motion retains clarity without needing heavy motion interpolation. Film at 24p plays with that familiar cinematic cadence. You can leave motion smoothing off and still enjoy fluid pans without soap opera artifacts. If you do activate motion options, keep them conservative. Plasma already handles motion gracefully. Gaming notes and vary content. If a faint after image appears after a long gaming session, running the whitewash or simply watching mixed content usually clears it. Audio, menus, and everyday usability. Down-firing speakers deliver surprisingly clear dialogue at living room volumes. There's a basic equalizer and selectable SRS slash virtual surround modes. For real impact, pair a soundbar or audio video receiver amplifier. Menus are classic Samsung, text driven, quick to respond, with logical groupings for picture, sound, channels, and setup, broadcast, and scaling. The internal tuner handles terrestrial and cable broadcasts for its region. 720 APE spots from set-top boxes look excellent, and 1080p film channels deinterlace properly with the right cadence detection. If you are feeding an older DVD player, using HDMI or component with the player set to 1080p gives the cleanest result. PC/media use. Hooked to a PC, the A551 accepts 1080p at 60 Hz with full pixel mapping, either via HDMI or D-sub VGA with separate audio. Many region variants include USB voice link for simple JPEG photo slideshows and MP3 playback, nice for quick family photos or background music. Design, build, and dimensions. The bezel is gloss block with soft edges, the stand matches, and the rear shell is vented for passive cooling and long plasma life. The set is reassuringly heavy compared with modern TVs. Plain solid furniture or a proper VESA wall mount. Despite the mess, the chassis is depth trimmed enough to look neat on a low board.
Strengthen on that. Strengthen on it. Strengthen on that. At my signal. Unleash.
Connections, rear and side. Here's the practical part. All the inputs and outputs exactly where you need them. Rear panel HDMI in one. Main digital AV input for Blu-ray, streamers and modern consoles. HDMI in 2 DVI accepts HDMI as normal or a DVI to HDMI video feed from a PC or older HD box. When using DVI, pair it with the adjacent DVI/HDMI analog audio inputs red/white for sound. Component video plus left and right audio. High quality analog HD input. For legacy gear like older game consoles or DVD players are set to 720 APC. AXT SCART X2 on most European S3R models. Full bandwidth RGB SCART on EXT1 for the cleanest SD from VCRs, satellite boxes, or retro console. EXT2 typically supports composite S video with stereo audio. PC RGB slots D sub 15 pin plus PC audio 3.5 mm for direct VGA connection from laptops and desktops. Set the PC to 1920 by 1080 at 60 Hz and enable Just Scan for perfect one-to-one pixel mapping. Digital audio out optical SPDIF past Dolby Digital or PCM from the TV to a soundbar or audio video receiver amplifier. RF antenna in connects your aerial or cable feed for the internal tuner if it is still exists in your part of the world. Common interface CI slot region dependent for conditional access CAM modules used by some broadcasters in past. Service port technician use not for everyday connectivity just to update the firmware or reset TV to factory settings. Side panel quick access HDMI in 3 the convenient front of room connector for a visiting console, laptop or camera. No need to reach behind the set. Audio video input composite video plus left and right audio. Legacy camcorders, retro consoles. Or use S video always better than composite. USB voice link. Plug in a flash drive for MP3 music and JPEG photo slideshows. Use FAT or FAT32 formatting for best compatibility. Headphone jack not standard on every region variant. If absent, route audio via the optical output to a receiver or DAC with headphone amp. Let me know in comments what do you think about this plasma TV from 2008. Do you think it is still good enough to play retro games on older consoles or YouTube videos? Thanks for watching. Until next time.